Hey there, this is K4A, Knowledge for All Educational Videos and Tutorials, and in this video I'm going to talk about Epic Game Store and the User License Agreement. I wanted to make a video about new free game for this week, but I could not enter the Epic Game Store because first of all I would have to accept this agreement, some kind of new last updated January 15, 2025 agreement, and that's more or less same thing over and over with maybe a little bit more power to the company instead of the people, but I wanted just to emphasize maybe a couple of these states and terms. So for example, the second term, which says you and Epic agree to resolve disputes between us in individual arbitration, not in court. This is again very funny and interesting in terms of everyday people, in terms of everyday citizen, which should be thinking like, okay, the government, the court is something which I believe in, which I have trust in, and which is above everything in terms of justice and truth, so as some kind of legal institution. But somehow by this license agreement it seems that it's more it's more of interest for a company to resolve arbitration not in court, between us in individual arbitration, not in court. And we believe that the alternative dispute resolution process of arbitration blah 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 will resolve any dispute fairly and more quickly. So they want to do things fairly and more quickly, so why do we have courts and laws and so on? So again, this is just some kind of, I would say, vague and fast explanation of it. Of course it's some kind of, again, it's all defined in some kind of law, but again it's very funny that it seems like more quickly and fairly should be resolved not in court but in alternative dispute resolution. Sorry. And section 12 explains this process in detail. Okay, so this is the first thing, again, which is funny to me but not unexpected. Again, this is giving more power to company in terms of, if you decline your right for arbitration in court, then you cannot use all of the tools and laws, I guess, in terms of law and in court. But again, you don't have option here, like, okay, if I do not want to use that, what else is there? There is no option. And the second thing is, I think I saw a couple of interesting and funny things, but one which I was talking about earlier a couple of times in terms of on my channel, in terms of software and software as service, software as online service, not as physical copy, as or digital rights management free copy, which you can install and reinstall as many times as you want on as many computers, yours computers, as you want. Or for example, if you have physical copy, you can lend it to your friend, give it so he can try it, test it, play it for a weekend or however, or sell it later. For example, I buy a game, I buy a DVD, and I have that DVD in my in my possession, so I watched it as many times as I want. Then later I find it maybe boring or I don't need it, I just put it on eBay or wherever I want to sell it, and or give it as as a present to someone or lend it or whatever. So it's a whole new world, literally, in terms of features which you can use with that kind of item when you shop it that way. And I think this is the term number 9, where in short they say how the termination works in terms of like terms and conditions. So agreement between two sides will terminate without notice if you fail to comply with any of its terms and conditions, but you may also terminate this agreement by deleting all copies of the software. And this is funny thing, upon any termination the license will automatically terminate, so you may no longer access any of the rights granted to you by the license, and you must destroy all copies of software in your possession. So this is very, very crucial, and you must destroy all copies of the software in your possession. So once you like deinstall or I don't know, some kind of what other termination reasons could be, and you're not using Epic Games Store or any of its games, you should delete all the copies of software. So it's like you don't have anything. You can, for example, like have 100 games and spend, I don't know, a couple of thousands of dollars, and after termination of your account you are left without anything, in terms of you don't have anything at your computer, at your side, installed or as installation, if I understood this well, and you must destroy all copies of software in your possession. So it's like you are actually buying a service to play the game. You're not buying the game, you're just buying the license to play the game, the service to play the game. And it's all, again, unfortunately not unusual to other companies, big companies as Epic. They more or less they all try to push this kind of service, like software as service, digital download only through specific ecosystem. In this case it's Epic Games Store, where you need Epic Games Launcher, otherwise you do not have anything. It doesn't matter how much money you spend, it's only if you use Epic Games Store, Epic Launcher, Epic, and that's it. So nothing is yours. That's it in short. Again, in other stuff I have fast forwarded all of this. I haven't read all of this in details because I will accept it anyway. So far, again, I'm not in this part of my life, I'm not dependent on Epic, thankfully, or their games, but I will just accept it because I want to try a couple of those. But even if they somehow blocked me or terminated my account, no big deal. I could survive, I think, without them. But I have searched a few moments ago what would happen if I do not agree, if I decline, and it seems like you will get a warning message about not accepting it. You won't be able to play online. So again, if I decline now here, it's like I currently, for example, I think I have literally, I don't know, 100 games which I got free from Epic, and thank you Epic for that. But again, if I click on this button that I do not agree to their terms, and it doesn't matter if I do not agree to one of those terms or all of them or two or three, I do not have the option to check out or check in on some terms as check boxes. I have to accept or decline all of them, and if I decline them, it's like I do not have anything there. It doesn't matter how many games, software, spend money. It's so crazy and funny, but that's how things work in this century. Okay, so that's it for this video. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in next one with couple of free games, free stuff. See you then. Bye for now.